Yo. To Pang. Yo. To Jiang. That's it back again. There's some space down that right-hand side for China to have a look at. Nope. Goes sideways to Witty Jiang. Long ball forward by Pang. It's a good looking ball as well. Yang trying to work hard, but good pressure from Van Hang. And then he gets a little bit of help from Li Fan. Well, that's a pretty bright start from Vietnam. China just starting to come into this a little bit more. Few errors from Vietnam. And it comes. Very clear. It's a good header as well. The layoff. One back by China, who are starting to impose themselves on this one now. One nice run from him, tries to pull it back, and Mad Mung gets it clear. Yo. Who? China dominating territory and possession. Really positive start from them in this contest. Good strength from Nuk Mi to stay upright. That's a better pass, a little bit more zip on it from Vietnam. It was Xiong Bak. Applied that pace. And from Tai Son to Li Fat. Li Duck. Li Duck again. The Vietnam ball, won by Kong Fang. Bin Thuc with the throw in. Hasn't got too many options. So Windsor throwing quite a bit further up the pitch. Just spoon that pass and it falls to Xiang. Xiang loses out. Kong Fang. Tries to thread the needle. It doesn't come off for him. Good pressure applied by Mad Mung, but it's an even better ball, and here's an opportunity for China. I think it's not taking a deflection. Well, it's still in play, and it's Kwai. He pulls it back to Hu. Kwai once again, right-footed, bends it into the far post, and the keeper came and didn't make a great deal of that punch, and here with a bit of an error. I'm feeling that is Hu Bung, as Kiem, the keeper, tried to come to get the ball. He sort of cleared out a number of players. You can see Hu Bung. Yeah. Use that. So Klotz, as this ball comes in, it's a great ball in. And this one, he's picked up the knock. Oh, this side of started Friday, didn't they? Vietnam, but it's been all China in the last 10, 15 minutes or so, 10 minutes. Tony Push would be delighted with the way his team are going right now. As King restarts play, and again China have their three across the back, but three very much in that middle stripe of the pitch, going lengthwise. Dropping it out to Liu. And that space in between the front two press from Vietnam. And that's a little loose from Chen. And a chance now for Vietnam to catch China on the break. And here is Kong Fang. Kong Fang dances through two. Hu comes back. Really good strength from the China number two. Almost underplayed it though to his defensive teammate who made the clearance. Good bit of control. And look at this press from China, three of them. And that's a lovely little turn. And who's just oversold himself a little bit. He's going to have to work hard to get back. And then just clips the heels. And that is going to be the first card of the game. And it goes to the China, or against the China number two. Second yellow of the tournament, having picked one up in game 3. So free kick in a fairly dangerous area. Standing over it. So Hao. Li Hao getting his wall in place to protect that near post. As the Vietnam captain got it to get it up and over the wall, or is he going to try and bend it into that far corner? Here he goes for that near side, and it's a really comfortable save from Li Hao, who takes to the air. And Hung on the ground holding his face. It was totally accidental. I think he'll be okay. He'll be up in a moment. There he is. He's up. Just past the midpoint of the first half in this second semi-final. Vietnam 0, People's Republic of China 0. But it's been entertaining. China have played the more positive football over larger periods of time. Vietnam having started the brighter. So I thought about the full forward, but drops it back out to Lee Duck. Lee Duck to Hubang. Mung's ball forward is cut out, and China will look to try and break if they can. Deflected ball into the midfield, falls to Bao, who just helps it forward, but helps it out of play. Into Jiang with the clearance and a secondary clearance, but that isn't as good as the first. And shot takes a big. Oh, I tell you what, he had to be careful there, Li Hao, because it just gathered some pace with all that spin on it as it hit the turf. Good turn and shot. And look at this pace; it just picks up pace. That's gone in. Well, that would have gone in. Taking no chances, pushing up and over the bar. So another corner for Vietnam from this near side. First one was headed on at the near post with nobody at the back post. Where's this delivery? Again, they go to the near post, headed behind by Liu. Again, it's going to be the captain, Wan Hung, to deliver. Again, he goes to that near post, and again, it's his opposite number, Liu, who gets it clear. Third corner goes a little bit deeper and flicked away by Wang. Really good defensive header, and there could be a break on here for China. Streaming forward, trying to make the run is Bao. Played back in field, well defended, or well retained possession by Xiang. Not quite enough pace on it. Good work from Mukmi. Both sets of players having to give it a go when the timing's right. It's good to see. Can either team find a ball of quality and the finish to match in this first half? It's come to 17 minutes of the first half to play. China on the front foot. There's space down this left-hand side for Hu. Here he is. Hu cuts onto the right footed coming field and plays it left-footed into the middle. Chen. Here is Liu. Liu chips it forward, and that's dangerous. That looks painful for Hu Bang as the ball comes in. It's cleared, and Hu Bang, the way he stepped across looked painful. Well, this would be hugely disappointing for as he steps in. Immediately goes for that right knee. Played in every game as the number 4. We'll have a look at the free kick again. With Lee. But he's there. Counter is right out to me. Not sure he needed the flying save. He could have just palmed it away or even caught it. A phenomenal tournament that he's had nearly 2 years in Spain. Signed by Atletico Madrid. He had a year there before going out on loan, which became a permanent transfer, but returned at the start of 2025. He's for the Qingdao West Coast team in the Chinese Super League. It's a painful one, I'm afraid. Tubang. So the forced change going to be coming on here now for Vietnam. Who's going to be called upon? Is it Van Ha? No. Looks like it's been Dukan. Well, I'm sure he wouldn't want to be coming on due to an injury, but he's going to have to make it count for himself. Disappointed to see Hu Bang, who got their opening goal in this tournament against Jordan a long time ago. So disappointment for Nguyen Hu Bang. As he is stretched off. It's going to be replaced. Yeah, Dukan. Confirmation then of that replacement. That's just a second appearance for him as a substitute in game 1. Now, he's called upon in game 5 in the semi-final. At the moment for him. So here is Leo. Actually works as his left-hand channel. On he goes again from Bao. Once more to Hu. This is Kwai to Bao. Jiang. Peng. Lovely little ball by Peng. Good pace down through the heart of the Vietnamese defence. Continuing the run is Wang. Oh, and he's still got possession. One ball curled in and just flicked clear by Mat Nong. Still with China though. This is Leo. Nice bit of skill by Yang, but it just wouldn't fall down for him. It was pretty congested. That's loose, picked up by Kong Fang. Really unable to keep the ball in play. Covering defence in the end by Amlong. Once again, it's China in possession and asking the questions. haven't said that too often in this tournament, but they're definitely playing the more positive football right now. Jiang bring it back to Peng in the middle of that three. Just caught. Oh, that's an important flick. My substitutes look up. Free kick given away in the corner. Well, I think he's the happier of the two coaches with 9 minutes plus additional time. It's going to be quite a bit of time, you'd imagine, for that injury to Hubang. Big header from Bao. It's just going to go out of play, so a China ball on that far side. That back three of China are getting further and further up the pitch. They started sort of just outside their penalty box, sort of midway between the penalty box D and the centre circle. Now they're pretty much on the halfway line as Vietnam drop further and further back. And China just dictating the pace and rhythm of this game right now. Vietnam need to try and change something if they can. Could throw it in. It's out Yang. Back it comes to Liu. Once it came, almost a wrong foot. Did wrong foot Tyson temporarily. Oh, that's going to hurt. Jiang trips over the ball, but not under any real pressure. Finds Liu. And here is Bao. Bao. Jiang. Just too much on that, is there? It was a dangerous ball in the end from Jiang, and that's good physical presence again from Hu. Picked up by Kwai. Kwai trying to get himself a bit of space. Oh, it's Liu. Hu. Kwai. Here again. The edge of the circle, lovely little back heel And quite back again to Bao to Jiang. To Peng. And Vietnam just cannot get possession. China have found another gear here today. They're playing really nicely. All they need now is a goal, and you'd have to say they deserve it. Vietnam were the better team for the opening 7 minutes, but since then it's been all China. And there's time and space for the crossbar. Not a million miles over the head of Yang. Beautiful cross, just a little bit too much on it. Oh, tantalizing for Alex Wang, who's not short, 1.82 meters, just around 6 foot if you prefer that unit of measurement. Just crept over his head. Multi-ball. Really long throw, picked up my quiet, played out to that right hand side, over to Jiang, over to Chen. Chen lifts it up and over the top, picked up by the skipper Van Hung. And he's come off the Chinese attacker Wang, so it's going to be a Vietnam ball. Good spot by the official on that far side. The Australian trio out on the field of play, James Lindsay and Kenny Robinson. 2 assistants. And one-touch football from Vietnam. They try and make some space, but Liu wins it back. Good strength from the China captain. Both sets of fans merging their respective teams on. In the moment, it's China that are dominating possession, 64% they've had. Four shots for China. Through to Vietnam, but China by far the dangerous of the two teams at the moment. Vietnam got 5 across the back, 4 in midfield, and it's Look Me, the number 19, who's just doing shuttles from left to right as China pass it across their back 3. Yo. Vietnam doing to China what China did to Uzbekistan. And the first half, Uzbekistan with the interaction a number of times in the China goal. Chun Kien hasn't had too much to deal with. A couple of moments there, they got the heart racing, but nothing too bad. It's a soft free kick. And just what Vietnam are looking for, on down the clock. Yeah. The push. So 30 seconds until we find out how much added time we've got. We had that long injury to Ubang, the Vietnam number 4. Here comes the 4th official at the bottom of the screen. Kazim Al-Habmi from Amal. And he's going to indicate that there are 3 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. Ball comes in and headed behind for a corner, a 5th for Vietnam in this first half. Jiang with the defensive header. Well, China need to be alert here. Having dominated large parts of this opening half, they would definitely not want to concede one. And it comes, good looking corner, and no pressure on the keeper. And the yellow card going against Kong Fong. Picked up a yellow in game 3. Needless yellow card, really. So Li Hao can launch this downfield if he chooses, and he does. Efficient header back. He's had Liu playing it forward and too much on it. Tung Kien gathers comfortably. Ball just came off the hand of Nogmi, and he was offside. He was desperately close, but I think that shoulder was just in front of the defenders. Halfway through the additional time at the end of the first half, Vietnam 0, China 0. Clearance under pressure and flicked on, and perhaps a chance here for Nugmi. Hasn't got too much in terms of support, but it's arrived in the shape of Li Fat. Moves it on to Nugmi. Li Fat dropping it back in field. And there is the whistle from Alex King that brings the first half to an end. And Antonio Push will be pretty happy with the way his side have performed. Li Hao in the China goal made a couple of saves, but hasn't been as busy as he was in the quarter-final against Uzbekistan. But China dominating proceedings here, both in territory and ball possession. And Kim Sak-sik has got a bit of work.
Vaselin Glutathione Serum dengan Glutaglow dan Hyaluron 70 kali lebih kuat dari vitamin C dalam tekstur serum bersih ringan untuk kulit glowing dan lembab. By lotion lengkap, hai Vaselin Glutathione. Coba sekarang.
Makan malamnya mana?
Dia bilang makan malam aman.
Tenang dulu, dengan secangkir sari wangi, jadi tenang kemudian.
Tanda-tandanya hilang. Tapi cintaku padamu gak akan hilang.
Double usilnya, double iselnya, double berantemnya, double cerdiknya. Anak banyak akal, butuh Pepsodent baru dengan double kalsium, perlindungan terbaik. Double, cegah gigi berlubang. Double, untuk keluarga Indonesia. Saat kamu pergi, kamu dapetin seru dan senangnya. Tapi kulit kamu cuma dapet bad minyak. Untuk itu, pakai Lifebuoy Skin Solutions baru. Dengan green tea dan aloe vera, Formula yang teruji klinis, kurangi masalah bakmi dalam 7 hari. Bikin kulit kamu siap nikmati apapun yang kamu jalani tanpa khawatir bakmi. Kulit sehat dengan Lifebuoy Skin Solutions baru.
Ikan kembung seger nih.
Goreng koy.
Tapi bumbunya harus pas. Gimana ya?
Ikan bisa, guys. Ada reko kaldu ikan baru. Dari saripati ikan asli dan 5 rempah pilihan. Ikan gorengnya gurih mantap.
Sinar UV bikin bintik hitam dan kusam. Jangan berlindung kayak gini, tapi gini. Baru Gua Mau Beli UV 2 Sunscreen cukup 2 jari. 150 melindungi dari UV, vitamin C mencerahkan. Baru Gua Mau Beli UV 2 Sunscreen. Asik, Waduh, tenang. Kan setiap hari udah minum dengan buah dari alam tingginya vitamin C untuk jaga daya tahan tubuh. Minum buah Vita. Asam buahnya, asli sehatnya. Kaliodra wangi banget. Pakai parfum apa? Bukan parfum. Ini Citra UV Body Serum baru dengan ekstrak superfruit dan bio AHA 50 kali kekuatan mencerahkan. Sewangi parfum. Citra Body Serum.
Di bulan suci penuh cahaya, kita berkumpul buka cerita tentang perjuangan.
Itu cobaannya berat. Kadang diuji itu dengan musibah, kadang juga diuji dengan
Zulkarnain mengatakan kepada kaum tersebut untuk bersyukur kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala.
Bersyukur adalah hal yang terbaik atas pemberian Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Quran kita jadikan pedoman hidup selamat dunia akhirat.
Prosesnya sudah kita serahkan, proses hukumnya kita serahkan kepada polisi.
Sementara itu hingga kini pihak Dinas Pendidikan terus berkoordinasi dengan Polres Tangerang Selatan untuk memastikan proses hukum berjalan sesuai prosedur. Dari Tangerang Selatan, Banten, Andrianto, jurnalis NTV melaporkan. Seperti inilah aksi pencurian pakaian dalam yang viral di media sosial yang terjadi di Kabupaten Ponorogo, Jawa Timur. Seorang pemuda tampak terekam CCTV mengendap-endap dan mencuri 6 pakaian dalam yang dijemur oleh pemiliknya pada malam hari. Aksi pencurian pakaian dalam tersebut meresahkan warga karena pelaku diduga memiliki penyimpangan perilaku seksual yang bisa membahayakan warga setempat. Sementara itu, Firman Utomo, Ketua RT setempat menjelaskan kejadian itu dilakukan saat pemiliknya sedang beristirahat malam hari.
Pelaku melihat peluang, katanya ada yang lihat wirawiri sore katanya. Kita biasanya kan kita malam sampai jam 10, setengah 11 di pos ronda itu. Jalan yang tadi malam itu mengambil di jam yang sudah sepi di atas jam 12. Yang dicuri itu apa sih? Laporan ke saya.
Saya Ayah Nufus, inilah
Interupsi Kamis pukul 8 malam.
sebelah sini. Kan ijazah asli Pak Jono.
Karena saya yakin aku
Di bawah sini atapnya sudah runtuh pemirsa. Nembal bersama masa. Ya Arlista Hadi, inilah Ainus Live.
Formula E World Championship 2026 only on iNews Premium Sport. Mulai 18 Februari, Cahaya Muda Indonesia. Saatnya menantikan penampilan spesial dan aksi terbaik para calon dai muda pilihan Indonesia. Eksklusif hanya di iNews. Towards the goal. 3 times already in his young careers. Bundesliga live di iNews Premium Sport.
Di bulan suci penuh cahaya.
Formula E World Championship 2026 only on iNews Premium Sport. The Great Prime Time.
Apakah jurus misi lapak perkara?
Kalian meneliti gambar. Tidak bisa tinggal diam.
Kata mereka sangat punya etika.
Merusak hujan. Siapa yang harus kita percaya? Memenangkan pasangan ini.
Rakyat bersuara Selasa pukul 7 malam.
Tunjangan perumahan 50 juta per bulan.
Lebih dari 200 triliun yang harus dibatalkan. Panik dan penasaran dengan kondisi kepala triliun.
Fadilah Hermisa
The
itu.
Prime Show Rabu pukul 8 malam.
Ayo dong jawab. Saya ayah dukung sedilah.
Interupsi Kamis pukul 8 malam.
Sebelah sini, kaki jasa asli Majemur.
Karena saya yakin asli.
Di bawah sini, atapnya sudah runtuh pemirsa. Mental bersama masa. Saya Arlista Hadi. Inilah iNews Live.
Persaingan sengit penuh ambisi demi juara rumah sendiri. Selasa hingga Jumat 20 sampai 23 Januari. Semifinal Sabtu 24 Januari. Final Minggu 25 Januari. WWF Indonesia Master 2026 live di iNews Premium Sport.
Di bulan suci penuh cahaya, kita berkumpul buka cerita tentang perjuangan.
Itu cobaannya berat. Kadang diuji itu dengan musibah, kadang juga diuji dengan
Kebenaran yang
Zulkarnain mengatakan kepada kaum tersebut untuk bersyukur kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala.
Bersyukur adalah hal yang terbaik atas pemberian Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Quran kita jadikan pedoman hidup selamat dunia akhirat.
di bulan suci kita bersimpuh menyerap cahaya yang begitu
Times already in his young careers. Bundesliga live di iNews Premium Sport. The Great Prime Time.
Apakah jurus misi lapak perkara?
kalian meneliti gambar. Tidak bisa tinggal diam.
Kata mereka sangat punya etika.
Merusak hujan. Siapa yang harus kita percaya? Memenangkan pasangan ini.
Rakyat bersuara Selasa pukul 7 malam.
Tunjangan perumahan 50 juta per bulan.
Lebih dari 200 triliun yang harus dibatalkan. Panik dan penasaran dengan kondisi kepala triliun.
Fadilah Hermisa itu.
The Prime Show Rabu pukul 8 malam.
Ayo dong jawab. Saya ayah dukung sedilah.
Interupsi Kamis pukul 8 malam.
Sebelah sini, kaki jasa asli Majemur.
Karena saya yakin asli.
Di bawah sini, atapnya sudah runtuh pemirsa. Mental bersama masa. Saya Arlista Hadi. Inilah iNews Live.
Kota Olahraga, berita olahraga terbaik dalam dan luar negeri.
Skuad Garuda siapkan strategi mengejutkan. Skuad Garuda Muda kembali dibuka fokus.
Highlight,
Sekolah Cristiano Ronaldo fighter of success untuk
strategi, ID Sport hanya di ID. Formula E World Championship 2026 only on iNews Premium Sport. Mulai 18 Februari, Cahaya Muda Indonesia. Saatnya menantikan penampilan spesial dan aksi terbaik para calon dai muda pilihan Indonesia. Eksklusif hanya di iNews.
Oh, super goal towards the goal. 3 times already in his young career.
Bundesliga live di iNews Premium Sport.
Welcome back to the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Sports City Stadium in Jeddah. The second half of this semi-final, the AFC Under-23 Asian Cup, Saudi Arabia 2026 about to get underway, and here comes the top goal scorer for Vietnam, and he is coming on for Kong Fang. Nguyen Dinh Bach, 3 goals to his name. And what can he do in the second half? He's got some pace on him. Can he use it to good effect? China, well, they've done anything but score, haven't they, in that first half? Kim Sak-sik, the Vietnam coach, will try to impress upon his players to open this or play this second half as they open the first. More the same from the China coach, except let's put the ball in the net. Vietnam in the all red get us underway in the second half. They're attacking the goal away to our left-hand side. It's Vietnam 0, People's Republic of China 0. And their leading goal scorer, Vietnam's leading goal scorer, Dinh Bach, is on the start of the second half. And China straight through. Here's a chance, and the shot ricochets away. It just wouldn't come down quickly enough for Xiang, but there was an opportunity right at the get-go. Again, ball comes into the danger area, and this is a chance that this will drop, but that's almost been turned into his own net. That's really good reactions from Chung Kien, because the pressure is being applied by Xiang, and this is very nearly an own goal, but for the reactions of the keeper. It's headed back by Lee Duck, and Chung Kien does enough to get it up and over his bar. Well, 2 opportunities for China inside the opening 90 seconds. Again, a melee right in front of the goalkeeper. As it comes in, keeper comes and it's been headed in at the near post. Hesitation in the Vietnamese defence. And up pops Peng Chao to head China into what is a deserved lead. He scored the goal against Australia and he scored the goal against Vietnam. And it's Vietnam 0, China 1. But it was the third opportunity of the opening 90 seconds of the second half. And they've taken it. Peng Chao with the goal. There's hesitation at this near post. They just all leave it. He gets himself up off the ground. I mean, he's manhandled to the ground by Shin Bak, but he gets up, even with Shin Bak's arms around him, and heads it into the net. Great goal from China. And on the balance of play in the opening 47 minutes, it is a lead they deserve. So Vietnam, what have they got in the locker? Lovely little turn, pull back, here's an opportunity. Just couldn't get the shot off away in time, getting back. Oh, what a start to this second half. Well, for all their attacking play in this match so far, it is a defender that opens the scoring for China. Well, that's the question now is, do China continue in this rich vein of form? Here's the shot, here's a chance, just past the post from Kwai Juan, gets the shot away. It takes a little deflection, does it? I think it just comes off the boot. No, it doesn't, it just fades away. No nonsense clearance from Bar. You've dug and hung. That's too easy for Nugmi to make that turn. Yang, it's got to be stronger. Oh, it's loose and turn over a ball. And it's a 2-on-3 situation as China come forward. Now it's a 3-on-3. There's a pass left, a pass right. There's Kwai. The ball is behind him. And so no opportunity to continue that pace in that attack. Well, China are setting the bar themselves here tonight. They play really nicely so far in this one and are in front, and that's a good tackle from Peng. And then tries to play it out that left-hand side, and Vietnam will try and break, but first touch is not what they wanted. Changes are coming. It's a Tang Yang and Quabretta coming on, a couple of forwards. Spread out to that left-hand side by Xiang. Who's oh, it's brilliant from Xiang! And China get the second. Shang Yuwang given far too much time and space at the top of the area, and he picks his spot going across the keeper, and Chung Kian is beaten for a second time in the space of a couple of minutes, and Vietnam are right up against it now. Good incisive play by China. The ball pinged around and just given the time and space to turn at the edge of the circle. This will be a really good angle as it's played in. Xiang, good touch, goes the other way and completely wrong foots three defenders as they try and get their ground back under the leg of the defender, and into the back of the net it goes. And it's Vietnam 0, China 2. Fantastic goal, and here come the changes now. Li Fat is coming off, and Tan Yang is on. Well, what have Vietnam got now? Li Fat and Nuk Mi are the players off. Coquette and Tang Yang are on. Can they make the difference for Vietnam, who are staring down the barrel now? They were hanging on the back end of the first half, but China have taken full advantage of their dominance. Two shots on target, 2 goals. And here they come again, looking for a third, the long-range effort. Just wide of the post. And they're full of confidence now. Bao Shengxing with the long ranger. And a full press coming from China as well, as they look to turn possession over high up the pitch. Offside from Tang Yang. And here comes China once again. They are looking really dangerous, and then just a little bit of a misunderstanding. Yeah. And Bao able to connect down that left-hand side for China. Onto that right-hand side, but it's not the best of passes, and it's cut out by Hu. Yang just loses out on that physical battle, and the whistle blown for the foul and Van Hang. There's a real purpose about the way China are playing right now. Zip in the pass, conviction in the pass, and a really good structure. Vietnam at the moment can't handle it. And Tony and Fish's side have really turned up today. Still quite a long time to go in this one though, 34, 33 minutes. So as long as Vietnam don't concede another, and they'll give themselves a chance